Good afternoon, children. Today we are going to begin the next chapter, Fundamental Concepts of Algebra. So here, first, we are going to learn about what is an algebra. So algebra is a branch of mathematics that deals with number expressed as generalized symbols such as x, y, z. So numbers together with the symbols x, y, that is variables, we call it as algebra. So this alphabets x, y, z, how we call means we will call it as a variables or literals. So when you have a number 5 and a x, we will call it as 5 is a numeral and x is a variable. Then operations. How you will do addition, subtraction, multiplication in the algebra we are going to learn. Specifically in multiplication, how will you add the variables? See, x into x. If it is an addition, you will say it is 2x. But in the multiplication, you will write the base and add its power. X is the base and its power is 2. So you will be adding and writing x square. So base and index. This is the important concept. Base means the number or numeral which is down. Index means the power. And next is algebraic expression. So how will you form an algebraic expression? The symbols with the fixed numeral values are called constants. So symbols with the fixed numerals means, see, 6 minus 5, 4 by 7, we call it as this as an constants. And if you have a variable and a constant, then the term will be like this: 4x square, x square here, 4 is a numeral, x is a variable. Then algebraic expression. How we will frame an algebraic expression? Sum of the fixed number 7 and an unknown number x. So we are going to add this 7 and x. How will you add? You will include addition symbol between these two numbers, 7 plus x. Then we are going to learn about what are the types of algebraic expressions, how it is classified. First type is monomial. When you have only one term, minus 8, it is a constant, it don't have any variable, it is a one term. It is also a single term, minus 2x, one term. You have numeral as well as variable. So when you have only one term, you call it as monomial. When you have two terms, 3 plus x, 3 is one term, x is one term linked by plus. So you have two terms. So when you have two terms, you will be calling it as binomial. When you have three terms, you will be calling it as trinomial. This is an important concept. Then constant term and factor. A term is called a constant term if does not have any literal. Literal means variable. Without alphabets, if you have only number, we call it as constant. See, look at the algebraic expression, 3x plus 4y plus 7. 7 is a term which does not have variable. So we call 7 as a constant. Product and factor. If a term is not a constant term, it is a product of constant and literal. Each constant or literal of the product is then called a factor of them. So when you don't have a constant term, the remaining terms will be factors. Minus 2xy. Numeral factor is minus 2. Literal factor is x and y. Next important concept is coefficient. See, consider a term minus 3xy. First, if you are going to write the coefficient of xy, you will leave xy and write the remaining numbers. So it is minus 3. So minus 3. When you have to write the coefficient of x, you will leave x and you will write the remaining numbers minus 3 and y. So the coefficient of x is minus 3y. This is how we will write the coefficient. And like terms and unlike term, next topic. Two terms are called like terms if they have same literal factor. When you have a same variable, a square minus x, y, like that. When you have a same variable, we call it as a like term. See, 3a minus 4a. These are two terms. If you see its variables or literals a, b, a, b. They both are same. We call it as like terms. If you don't have any common terms, common variable, we will call it as an unlike terms. Then degree of a polynomial. So it is a polynomial in that which variable has highest power, we call it as degree. X power 1. So 1 is we have to check the power of the variable alone. So the degree of the polynomial is 1. If you see third subdivision, minus 9 plus x plus 4x square minus x cube. You have here 4 terms. In that 3 were the terms which has variable. In that the highest power is 3. So the polynomial of the degree is 3. Now let's get into the exercise. Your exercise 1a. Write the following symbolically. The sum of 3 and a. We have to add 3 and a. So it is 3 plus a. Then the sum of 6 and minus x. When you add 6 and minus x. Next step you will take my plus to the inside bracket. Plus into minus, minus. So you can remove the bracket and write 6 minus x. The product of 11 and p. Product says it is multiplication. So 11 into p. Your answer is 3 times the sum of x and 5. 3 times, that is multiplications. So 3 multiplied by x plus 5. And 1 added to twice the sum of x plus p. Twice multiplication. After has to be multiplied with the sum of x and p. So with x and p we have to multiply 2. So sum means x plus 5. So 2 into x plus 5. Before that what they are adding? 1. So 1 plus 2 into x plus 5. Next is fill in the blanks. A plus a plus a plus a plus a. 5a. And if you see the fourth subdivision, b is multiplied. When you have a multiplication symbol, you have to add its power. So if the base is b, power is b is repeated 7 times. So 7. Write the base and index. Base means the variable below. Power means above the variable. What is the power they have given? X cube. The base is x, power is or index is 3. B 4. Base is b and index is 4. For the algebraic expression, they have given one algebraic expression. It has 4 terms. 3x square plus 5xy minus 7y square plus 1. From these 4 terms, we are going to answer. What is the number of terms in the expression? So I have said, first itself I counted how many terms. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 terms. Answer is 4. Write the constant term. What do you mean by a constant term? The term which does not have a variable or literal, we call it as constant. So 1 does not have any variable. So 1 is the constant term. Write the terms of the expression. So first subdivision is how many terms. Third subdivision, write the terms separately. So 3x square, 5xy, minus 7y square, 1. Write the coefficient of xy, x square, y square respectively. So we are going to write the coefficient separately. So first we are going to see the coefficient of xy. Xy is there. So we will leave xy and write the remaining number. Remaining number is 5. So the coefficient of xy is 5. Next, the coefficient of x square. You will leave the x square and write. What is the answer? 3. So the coefficient of x square is 3. Then coefficient of y square. You will leave y square and see the remaining numbers. It is minus 7. So the coefficient of y square is minus 7. So dear children, I'll read all the concepts, revise on time in your book and do the homework problems from 1 to 4. Thank you, students.